From her auspicious teenage years to her years performing alongside her older brother, Donny Osmond, Marie Osmond has always displayed an uncanny gift for reinventing herself over and over again. That being said, her life has not been always easy, nor has it been without tragic moments. She's been through 2 divorces and dealt with the heartbreaking loss of a child. But throughout it all, Marie has demonstrated she has a tremendous amount of inner strength. Join Facts First as we take a look at what the 62-year-old performer and former co-host of The Talk is up to these days. Marie's rise to fame. Olive Marie Osmond was born October 13, 1959 in Ogden, Utah, to parents Olive Davis and George Viral Osmond. She was the 8th of 9 children and the Osmonds' only daughter. She grew up in a very devout Latter-day Saints household that had already successfully carved out careers for her siblings with the immensely popular music group, the Osmond Brothers. That group was originally comprised of Alan, Wayne, Merrill, and Jay Osmond, but its lineup has changed substantially over the years. As of 2022, the Osmond Brothers consist solely of Merrill and Jay. Marie's Hollywood career began when she was just 4 years old, when she appeared with her brothers on The Andy Williams Show. She continued to join in with her siblings' musical act, occasionally performing alongside them on TV throughout the 1950s. In the 70s, Marie stepped out from behind her famous siblings' shadows and started making a name for herself. She recorded her debut solo album, which was more country than it was pop, in 1973, while still making concert appearances alongside her brothers. Her first single as a solo artist, Paper Roses, became a #1 country hit and reached the top 5 on the Billboard pop charts. The song ended up going gold, and her debut album of the same name ended up being certified gold as well. Marie then released a follow-up single called In My Little Corner of the World, along with another album of the same title the following year. Once again, she managed to chart in the Billboard Country Top 40. In 1975, Marie released her 3rd album, Who's Sorry Now? The title track of that record broke the top 40 just as her previous offerings had. In 1974, she had 2 pop duet hits with her brother Donny, Morning Side of the Mountain and I'm Leaving It Up to You, the latter of which became a top 20 country hit, while both songs reached the top 10 on the pop charts. Before we tell you more about Marie Osmond, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. The birth of Donny and Marie's variety show. Donny and Marie's duets proved so popular that in 1975 they teamed up to do a variety show together. The show proved so successful that ABC picked it up and turned it into a TV series. That program, aptly titled Donny and Marie, ran for 2 years before being retooled as the Osmond Family Hour in 1979. In '76, Marie and Donny stopped by to visit fellow stars Sonny Bono and Cher on their hit TV program, The Sonny and Cher Show. The Osmonds sported bright red sweaters bearing their initials while performing a cover of the Wings song Silly Love Songs together. Marie released her 4th solo studio album, This Is the Way That I Feel, in 1977. It was different from previous offerings, which mainly saw her covering country artist hits. Instead, it veered off into a notably more pop direction. The album included songs written for her as well as songs penned by the Bee Gees. Despite being backed by some serious star power, the album was unfortunately a commercial flop. In 1977, Marie started her own cosmetics line. Her skincare products and personalized fragrance line was first sold at the now-defunct retailer Kmart. Marie's solo TV career. Just as she had done musically, Marie eventually went solo on TV as well. In 1979, she starred in a sitcom pilot for a show called Marie. The series wasn't picked up, but her other solo television effort did. NBC gave the lone Osmond her own variety show in 1980. It was called Marie, but the show lasted only a half season before getting axed by the network. That same year, Marie got engaged to acting student Jeff Clayton, but just a month after accepting his proposal, Osmond called the marriage off. Throughout the 80s, Marie switched labels several times. While establishing herself as a country artist, Marie ditched RCA Records to instead sign with Capitol Records. With Capitol, she recorded her album There's No Stopping Your Heart. The album ended up having 2 #1 hit singles, one with its title track and another a duet with Dan Seals called Meet Me in Montana. In 1982, Marie married a basketball player from Brigham Young University named Stephen Lyle Craig. A year later, she gave birth to a son named Stephen James Craig. Never one to shy from the spotlight, Marie frequently popped up on screen throughout the 80s. In addition to co-hosting ABC's Ripley's Believe It or Not with Jack Palance, Marie also made 2 made-for-TV films. Side by Side, The True Story of the Osmond Family, in which she played her mother Olive, and the TV drama film I Married Wyatt Earp. Unfortunately, Marie and Steve got divorced in 1985, but that wasn't the end of their love story together. More on that in a bit. In 1986, Marie's album I Only Wanted You featured the duet You're Still New to Me with Paul Davis. The song went to #1, while Marie's follow-up single, the album's title track, also made it to the top 10. Marie wrapped up the 80s with 2 back-to-back albums, All in Love and Steppin' Stone, both of which were considered commercial failures. Marie's second and third marriages. In 1986, Marie married a man named Brian Biasil. The couple proceeded to have 2 children and adopted 5 more. They remained together until 2007 when they announced they were divorcing amicably. In 2010, tragedy struck when Marie's son Michael committed suicide. Reportedly, he had been battling depression and addiction since he was 12. That said, when an autopsy was performed, no drugs were found in his system. In 2011, Marie remarried her first hubby, Stephen Lyle Craig. She even wore the same wedding dress. Marie and Stephen have been happily married ever since. 1990s to today. Marie was largely absent from the music industry in the 90s. She only released 1 song that charted in 1995, What Kind of Man Walks on a Woman. That same year, she appeared in the sitcom Maybe This Time alongside Betty White. Despite featuring an all-star cast, the series was canceled after 1 season. In the mid-90s, Osmond had a fairly successful run performing in Broadway musicals like The King and I and The Sound of Music. Then in 1998, Marie and her brother Donny were given their own talk show, simply titled Donny and Marie. That ran for 2 seasons. In 2001, she authored the first of 3 books, a memoir entitled Behind the Smile, My Journey Out. She followed that up with 2009's Might As Well Laugh About It Now and 2013's The Key is Love. In 2007, she was a contestant on Dancing with the Stars. She and her partner, pro dancer Jonathan Roberts, came in 3rd place, only to be one-upped by her brother Donny when he took home the coveted Mirror Ball trophy when he competed on the show 2 years later. Beginning in 2008, Donny and Marie joined forces once again as a brother-sister act, headlining a long-running show at the Flamingo Casino in Las Vegas. The 90-minute variety show was incredibly popular. It continued for 11 seasons before wrapping up in 2019. In 2010, she released her album I Can Do This, a deeply personal album full of introspective ballad vocal tracks such as the song P.A. Jesu. In 2016, she released her 10th studio album, Music is Medicine. 5 years later, she put out her 11th and most recent album, Unexpected. She was originally a regular fill-in on CBS's The Talk, but became a full-fledged co-host in 2019, replacing Sarah Gilbert. She left the show in 2020, stating she wanted to spend more time with family. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of Marie Osmond? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.